Hey, how you doing, Sid? Good to see you again.
Uh, yeah, likewise, man. Yeah, I know you must be over the moon. Your team gave my team a spanking. RCB won by 7 wickets. Let me go into the tab. Yeah, I was right. Didn't expect that because the pitch was turning toward the end of KKR's innings, but I did read there was dew. So, do you think dew played a part, or do you just think our bowlers were, the KKR's bowlers were just useless as hell?
First of all, I didn't expect such a clinical performance, but it was
Like,
good to see.
uh-huh.
Uh, I think this game was lost in the last 10 overs of KKR's innings. They didn't really have a move on. I think the first 10 was pretty good. I think it was about 104 after the first 10. But then the,
Mm, mm,
the, the final 10 was really, yeah, I don't want to say the word, but a bit of poor cricket from KKR. They lost a heaps of wickets
mm,
and you just couldn't get any momentum going. But credit to RCB and the captaincy of Patidari's first
mm,
game as captain. I mean, he really switched the bowlers. You
mm,
know, he didn't let the KKR batsmen settle on one bowler, which
mm,
is like what we saw today in today's game, which was very poor captaincy. But yesterday
uh-huh,
was pretty good captaincy from Patidar.
uh-huh.
I thought Pandya, Krunal, I mean, wow, what a spell that was from him to get some really crucial wickets. And then I think the wicket of Russell as well was pretty crucial because Russell can always push that score closer to 200.
Mm,
But the way Salt and Kohli came out to bat was
mm.
fantastic. Yeah, they broke the back of the chase in the power play, and yeah, great start for RCB, not such a great start for KKR.
Mm.
Some questions they have to answer in the next couple of days, but a great start for RCB. Long may it continue.
Yeah, man. I think, but I looked at the KKR bowling attack. It's pretty bland, eh? It's pretty bleak. They only have a few good bowlers there, but I didn't like the choice of bowlers they used. They should have opened with spinners. One should have been a spinner, and one should have been a paceman. But anyway, it is what it is. It's early days, so hopefully they bounce back. But we'll get into that later. So we'll
I
go into
think
the
the other
second
thing
one.
that was what
Sorry.
was I think
Mhm.
the other thing
Mhm.
what changed the game was the way they attacked
Mhm.
Chakravarti. They didn't let him settle. From the first
Mm.
over, Chakravarti was attacked, and I think he's
Mm.
he's he's really the match winner for KKR and last season as well. And then by
Mm.
them attacking Chakravarti, they put the entire bowling lineup under pressure. So yeah, it was difficult way back for KKR yesterday. I think they were comfortably beaten.
Okay, we'll go to the one with Sunrisers and Rajasthan Royals. And Sunrisers that I predicted last week, they were gonna have Maja on their pitch, and they certainly have so far. 286 for six. I'm gonna just double check. Ishan Kishan made 147 balls. I'm sure Mumbai must be spewing. I must be
Kicking
stewing,
themselves,
if that's
kicking
the correct
themselves,
word, because I know they let him
kicking
go.
themselves. I think they'd be kicking
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah. But I think they would have wanted to keep him. But the problem with IPL, you can't retain more than four players at the moment. Well, they have to change those rules. I think they only retain four. If they could have retained six, they would have been one of
But
those
why why
six.
why
But
why why
but
why
even if
would you
he
not
could have
want
been
to
retained, I
retain
don't
Indian
think
talent?
Ishan. Pardon?
Why would you not want to retain Indian talent? That's my thing. That's my
Pardon?
point. Why would you not want to retain Indian talent? I mean, he's one of the bright young stars.
Um. Yeah. Problem is, Mumbai's got too much of Indian talent. I mean, it's so difficult. So, but it's fine. It's early days. Maybe he might choke for the rest of the tournament. Nah, I'm just
Ah,
joking. But brilliant 100 by him. Brilliant 100 though. Oh, 47 bowled, and I think let's go to the scorecard quickly so we don't digress quickly. Oh, Abhishek Sharma made 24 for 11. Travis Head, yeah, he's a real. Yeah, he's just too good. 67 of 31 bowls. And then Kishan, we just mentioned. Nitish Reddy is on his merry ways, 30 of 15. And Klaasen, he went berserk, 34 of 14 bowled. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And while the bowlers got spanked all over the place, there's not even one good bowler I can talk of, unless we can talk about Tushar Deshpande. Pandey, we got 3 wickets for 44 or 4 overs. So that's pretty much it for the bowlers. The rest has got spanked all over the place.
Absolute carnage. Absolute carnage. I mean, I just want to,
Hmm.
as just going to the
Hmm.
captain's mind here. What was Parag thinking about, giving a team like Sunrisers first hit at this wicket? I mean, you're not trying to restrict this team in their home conditions. When I looked at that pitch was a rock hard. It was an absolute road.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah,
knew,
man.
and
Not
I knew that
flat.
Sunrisers are going to pile it
Yeah.
on. And boy, oh boy, did they pile it on. If you look at that top five, everybody got in. Everyone got
Hmm.
in. And that's a sign of a good batting lineup.
Hmm.
But that's a
I
sign of a good batting lineup. And they were
Yeah,
taken to
you're
the
right.
cleaners,
Yeah.
and especially Archer. I mean, he's having a torrid time at the moment
Yeah.
in white ball cricket. So yeah, Tusha, as you said, Deshpande, he was the only bowler with some respectability in an absolute
Hmm.
carnage of a bowling performance. And I don't know how they're going to get back into this game now. Whew, it's going to take a mountain.
Uh,
You got to climb Mount Everest to try and chase this score down.
uh,
Really, really going to be difficult.
that's true.
So I think the best they can do is not try and
Yeah, I just wanted to check.
not try and lose too heavily, and
Yeah,
not let their net run rate get out of hand.
that's yeah, you're right. I just want to check the potential bowlers they have, yeah, for Sunrisers to see if there are any, hopes for this chase. But you are right. I don't know what Parag was smoking, man. Because didn't you see how well Sunrisers batted last season, batting first? They were very bad chasing. I think he was living under a rock, man, when he made that decision. Because Sunrisers, most of their wins last season were just batting first. They did win a few chasing, but you knew if you put them chasing, they're like kind of handicapped. So you kind of gave them an easy start
You're
there.
playing to the
So
strengths.
let's see. Maybe they might make us
You're
look.
playing to the strengths. You're
Pardon?
playing to the strengths.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the bowling quickly. Mohammad Shami, Harshal Patel, Simranjit Singh, Pat Cummins. Who else there who can bowl? Nitish Reddy can bowl a little, but he's not a hectic bowler. Travis Head can bowl a little. Yeah, I mean, Sunrise is bowling attack. If they bowl properly, yeah, I think I predicted they'll win by 50 runs. Remember when I made my prediction last week? So I think I'll keep to that prediction.
I
You,
think
Avish?
Rajasthan is one of the weaker sides in this tournament, to be honest with you. And
Okay. Mm-hmm. What do you
I think
think? You
Archer's
think
spell, if I'm not
Rajasthan
mistaken,
Royal?
is
Oh,
probably
okay.
the worst spell in
Pardon?
IPL history. 4 overs for 76.
Oh,
So that's probably the worst spell of
yeah,
bowling. Uh, it's looking like a
yes,
very long season for Sandra for Rajasthan this year. I mean, they don't have Butler. Their bowling looks quite thin, to be
yeah.
honest with you. Samson is not there. I don't know if Samson's going to come
Uh
in, but I think he's injured.
oh yeah,
I don't I don't
Samson.
see
Oh
how
yeah,
this
you're
team
right.
makes playoffs this year.
Oh, okay, okay. Unless Samson isn't he injured
I
though?
don't see
Maybe,
how
but
this
doesn't
team makes playoffs.
Samson? Yeah, but doesn't Samson normally play for Rajasthan Royal? I thought he might be injured today.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Samson is injured. That's
Okay,
why I'm
okay.
looking at this team now. It's just the first game, but I wonder how they're going to make playoffs with that kind of bowling lineup and this
Mm-hmm.
thin batting as well. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to
Oh,
make
okay,
playoffs with
okay.
this kind of score. But yeah, I think the best thing they can do is just try and
Mm-hmm.
not lose by
Mm-hmm.
a big margin. But
Yeah.
your 50-run win is looking quite likely now. It could be more.
But if you remember when Sunrisers were defending their own big scores, they weren't winning by over the top margins, maybe like 20 runs, 30 runs. So, I mean, when they batted like that, I think they were trying to give their bowlers a lot of cushion because if you look at Sunrisers' bowling attack, it's not the most over the top great bowling attack. So I think they're very clever by the way they bat. So they give their bowler that cushion. So I think I'm being quite generous by that 50-run margin, but it's okay. I'll give it to them.
No, absolutely, I agree with you. I think their batting is a strength, and they want to try
Yeah.
and bat oppositions, out of the game. So I think that's the thing, and that's one thing that teams need to be wary of is you don't let them play to their strengths because when you let them play to their
Hmm.
strengths, they go hammer and tong, and which is what we saw here. They try and bat you out of the game completely. So that's what you
But
must
then also,
try
if I'm being honest, this
and
pitch is such
avoid.
a yeah, yeah. But on a nutshell, I mean not nutshell, but on the last note, this pitch is so flat. I wouldn't want
Yeah, it is a possibility. It is a possibility, but I just think
we
that,
made that.
as you said, they have
Uh
that cushion. They have that cushion, and
huh.
having that cushion, it's going to be tough
Hmm.
for Rajasthan to get back in the game. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the game coming on late. Oh no, but then so you also think Sunrise? I mean, Sunrise are going to win by 50 runs or more. That's your prediction, right?
I'd say between 30 and 50, possibly.
Okay, fair enough. So we'll get
Yeah.
to Chennai and Mumbai. I remember last week I predicted Chennai to win because they're playing at home, and yeah, as you were saying on the WhatsApp group, they make those pitches turn. Or you said they'll doctor. Controversial, man, by saying doctor, doctoring the pitches.
I think CSK is a team that knows their conditions so well that whoever plays against them, it's always going to be
That's
a
true.
tough ask. So if
Yeah.
I'm looking at Mumbai, I think they're missing a few key players. I think Bumrah is not fit
Mm-hmm.
as yet, and also obviously
Yeah.
Pandya as
Yeah.
well. I think he's not playing the first game. So Mumbai are missing a few key
Yeah.
players. So I expect CSK to get this one done. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah, I predicted them last week. Even though I know yesterday I was putting that naughty laughing face about Mumbai winning, but then I forgot to was the home team. Then I was like, what was I smoking when I made that to comment on the group? So yeah, it's a trial by
Yeah, yeah.
spin likely. It's a trial by
Trial by
spin.
spin.
It's a trial by spin likely as weekend and as Mumbai into CSK cauldron. Yeah, that's all what we said there in a nutshell. Let me see. You want me to go through the squads, or you've kind of like covered what you wanted to of the match?
Yeah, I think we've seen the squads, last week or so. So
Oh yeah, okay, all
I
right,
just think
okay.
in conditions,
Uh huh.
CSK are so used to their conditions and play so well to their conditions.
Yeah, that's
We
true. That's
You're
true.
talking
Let
about
me
those
just.
three spinners, Ashwin,
Yep.
Noor,
Hmm.
uh,
Hmm.
Jadu. That's going to be tough. It's going
Okay.
to be tough.
Oh yeah, tomorrow it's. I know we had made a prediction last week on DC and LSC, but we'll just confirm that quickly. I remember I predicted LSG to win in Daily Capitals because Daily Capitals are so delightfully good at home, which they're not. So yep, I went for Daily Capitals to lose that one. I think you also went. Which I think who did you predict? I know you, Roger, had predicted Daily to win. If I could remember, who did you
Yeah, I'm
predict?
also going with Delhi. I'm also going with Delhi. Uh, I think Faf is a
Okay.
Delhi this year, am I right?
Pardon?
Faf is a Delhi. Faf.
Ye- oh, fuff. Let me check this up quickly. All right, let's go to. And it says yeah, Spotlight on Roll and Panthers, DC, and LSG. And let me look at the squads. The squads will give it away. Yeah. Yeah. I might be wrong actually because this is Akshay Patel, the captain at Delhi Capital. Yeah, Faf is there. You're right. And then Rishabh Pant is the captain of LSG. Hmm. Hmm.
To be honest with you, on paper, it's a
Mm-hmm.
tough one to call. It's a tough one
Mm-hmm.
to call. But I just
Mm-hmm.
think Delhi probably got that little bit extra firepower.
Okay.
Especially in the power play with
Uh
Fraser
huh.
McGurk.
All
So
right.
that probably gives them the edge, and I think they can obviously squeak that one home tomorrow against LSG. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to expect from LSG this season. To be honest with you,
Okay.
they're not a side
Mm-hmm.
that yeah. I,
I
I don't
think.
think they've done very good business in the window compared to some other teams. I know they have
Mm-hmm.
punt, but I don't think business wise they've done really good in the window. So
Yeah.
it'll
Let
be
me look at.
interesting to see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, they got Akash Deep, they got Akash Singh, they got Avish Khan, Bedoni is a quite good bowler. I don't know who the else is the one. I don't know who just okay. Now I'm looking look at this one. Raj Vardhan, he's a bowling all rounder. They got Shamar Joseph. If he gets it going, he's quite good. And then Arshan Kulkarni, is he a spinner?
I'm not
Okay,
sure.
Markram is there. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna check Prince Yadav. He's a bowler. I mean, it's not a bad team, so
Isn't
I
a
think
side
they
that
did it
excites
right. You
you,
got the
eh?
Fanamek Yadav in that squad.
Yeah, but
Pardon?
it isn't really a side that excites you, is it?
Hmm. It's not a bad team, but I think Delhi are not very good at home for some reason. So that's why I went with LSG. So I'm going with
Hmm.
that. I'm going with that logic, but I might get
I'm
it
going
wrong.
with Delhi. I think Delhi have got a little bit better, more to
Okay.
them than yeah
Yeah.
than LSG.
Okay. Not a problem. But I'm kind of wondering if I got that prediction right for you, Raj. But did you Raj predict LSG or Delhi? I'm just
I
assuming
think
you
I think
predicted Delhi.
you'll be set Delhi.
Oh, okay, okay. That means the two of you all went that way. Okay. Then I think I remember we went for. I
Yeah,
think we all went for GT against Punjabs. They're playing in Ahmedabad. I think we all went for that one.
yeah. I think Punjab has got an interesting squad this year, sir, to be fair. But I
Yeah.
think the GT plays so well at home that
Mm,
I would give
mm.
them the edge there. But to be fair, Punjab will push them close. I think Punjab got a decent side this year. Eh?
Yeah, yeah. But I just think Gujarat are very solid at home. Otherwise, it would have been an interesting prediction.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. That's true. That's true.
so we'll try and get it done up to Friday, or do you want to also cover next week Saturday? Not next week. I mean the upcoming Saturday, if that makes any sense.
Let's cover till Friday. Let's cover till Friday.
Okay, all right. All right, okay. On Wednesday, you have Rajasthan Royals against my team, KKR, and they're playing at Guwahati, which is at Rajasthan Royals. Whew, this is a tricky match. Hey, I want
I
to say
I
my
I
team out
I
of
I think
love,
I think
but this.
I think Rajasthan Royals. I think Rajasthan Royals are
Mhm.
probably there for the wooden spoon this year with the way they're playing. So I'm going KKR there. I'm going to go KKR to bounce
Okay.
back
Um,
against
hmm.
Rajasthan. Yeah.
It depends. If Rajasthan Royals lose, yeah, if Rajasthan Royals lose badly today, then I think they might have the motivation to really up the game at home. But if they, I don't know, it's a tough one, eh? I might regret it, but I'm going to go with Rajasthan Royals to win because they're good at home. So if I get it wrong, I get it wrong. One of those things. Hmm. Okay, we'll go to Thursday, which is Sunrise against Lucknow, and the Sunrisers are playing at home. Uh, yeah, it depends. This is gonna be a tough one. If Sunrisers bat first, they win. Simple as that.
No, just give me Sunrisers there. Just give me Sunrisers there. I mean,
Pardon?
Sunrisers at home. They're gonna be hard to stop. Just give me Sunrisers. Yeah. That's another loss for Lucknow.
Okay, but then what if they're chasing? Do you still predict Sunrisers to win?
I just don't find Lucknow interesting as a team.
Okay,
So I just think Sunrisers tick too many boxes. They far more. They've got too much of firepower for Lucknow at
fair enough.
at home. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to the last one, which is Fridays. Chennai against your team, RCB, and they're playing at Chennai. Hmm. You know what
Ooh,
was?
this is probably the most interesting game. This is probably the most interesting game of the week, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because I mean, CSK at home, we know
Uh
it's
huh.
a bit of a fortress. But if there's one team that can
Mm-hmm.
kind of trouble them, it's it's RCB this year. I think captaincy wise from Padikal has been quite good in the first game. Uh, I'm gonna be optimistic here. I'm going for RCB win here against Chennai.
You know, you know what was weird
Yeah,
last year?
RCB the big
Yeah,
Chennai.
yeah. You know what was weird last year? The pitches in Chennai weren't typically Chennai-ish. They were quite flat until the end of the tournament. The pitches became normally Chennai again. So
Mm.
it depends. If today's pitch between Chennai and Mumbai is the typical batting pitch, Mumbai could win that. But if it's a typical Chennai pitch, then obviously Chennai will win. And if it's a typical Chennai pitch against your team, I'm going to upset you and say Chennai to win again.
Let's see how it goes. But I'm pretty optimistic about RCB this year. Eh? I think they've got a lot of good bowling options, and I think they've got a
Mm-hmm.
captain that really thinks on his
Mm.
feet. He doesn't wait for things to drift. He really makes things
Mm-hmm.
happen. So very optimistic about RCB this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. All right, let's get quickly to the Pakistan and New Zealand series. So far, you and UV were looking good on your predictions. New Zealand already had won the series 3-1. I think, although Pakistan could win the last game, it still make my prediction look good at 3-2. I know you predicted 4-1. UV had predicted similar to you, isn't it? What did he predict?
4-1. 4-1.
I forget now.
I think I'm still going to go
Uh-huh.
with 4-1. I'm going to stick with 4-1. I just feel there's too many holes in this
Hmm.
Pakistan team at the moment. There's too many holes, especially in the bowling department.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna stick with 4-1. I think they had a good game on
Yeah.
Friday at Eden Park.
Hmm.
But I think the dew obviously helped them a bit
Okay.
there. But
Okay.
I think if the pitch and conditions are normal and there's no
Mm-hmm.
dew, I expect New Zealand to get the job done. Like I mean, this morning was absolutely atrocious as well as what we've seen from Pakistan. We've seen three games where they've been completely
Uh-huh.
outplayed, and we've seen one game where they obviously had the advantage of playing batting under dew. So if there's no dew, I expect New Zealand to win this 4-1.
It's funny you
Yeah.
say that because they were mentioning that at night the ball did a lot more under lights. So I think that's what probably screwed Pakistan. The guy that was interviewing the Pakistan captain, he said, "I felt sorry for you because the moment you all batted, the ball was moving around." So yeah, it was pretty sad for Pakistan. It would have been interesting.
There was a
Yeah.
lot of swing. There was a lot of
Mm-hmm.
swing this morning.
Okay. Oh
Yeah,
my
there was a
God.
lot of swing this morning compared to Eden Park. I think Eden Park was probably there was some dew that came on, and I think it was difficult for New Zealand in defending that score
Uh huh.
on Friday. But I
Yeah.
think this game here,
Uh huh.
it just played into New Zealand's hands
Hmm.
in terms of their conditions, and they've got so many good swing bowlers compared to Pakistan
Hmm.
at the moment. I think Pakistan side is very a bit of experimental, experimental. So yeah, that's the only thing that's working against them at the moment. So yeah, if there's no deal, I think New Zealand will win the series four
Okay.
one.
Yeah, Pakistan actually put them into bat, so that makes it even worse that they lost by 100. And although I think Pakistan were probably trying to follow the template of their previous match, so maybe I can't bash them so much.
I think they were a bit
Hmm.
too optimistic there, trying to chase twice. I think you got to look at conditions
Of course.
sometimes and make the right decision. I think batting first was probably the right thing, but I feel this is a side that doesn't trust their batting at the moment. I feel because I mean, if you win the toss, I mean, more often than not, you'd want to have a bat first. But it seems like this team doesn't trust their batting at the moment, where they can, make a score that can challenge New Zealand at the
Yeah.
moment, which is a pity. But yeah,
Yeah. That's
um,
that's
you know,
fine.
they've been comfortably
Hmm.
outplayed in the
Yeah, the
series
last
so
match of
far.
that Wellington. So okay, you've predicted that 4-1.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be optimistic. I'll say Pakistan to win the last one for pride, and then I think we did predict the ODI, which is upcoming Saturday, which is on the 29th. So I think we all predicted that actually. Oh, Avish? Hmm.
sorry about
Oh,
that.
no, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Sorry, you were saying? You were saying?
Oh no, no. I was saying that I remember that when it came to the 50 overs, which starts this coming up Saturday, I remember we had predicted. I had predicted New Zealand. And I remember Pakistan to have won it 2-1, and you all were all bullish for New Zealand to win it. I think you all had predicted 2-1 or something. You and UV. I think you all had gone that route from last week. So I'm just confirming you are keeping up to that prediction.
Yeah, think I think there's some experienced players that are coming back for the
Mm-hmm.
ODI series, but I think New Zealand at home, I
Mm-hmm.
still back them to win 2-1. So I think
Okay.
in Pakistan might win again. there, but
Okay.
2-1, 2-1 to New Zealand because on home
Okay.
conditions. Yeah, but there is some experienced players coming back for Pakistan in
Yeah,
that series.
I guess I'm being optimistic because Pakistan have been quite decent in 50 overs of late, although they were pathetic in the Champions Trophy. But I'll scratch that out. So yeah, I'm trying to think now if there's anything we should. I think we've pretty much covered everything. Unless there's any final words you want to say before we actually wrap off. Actually.
Yeah, I think CSK is going to win comfortable too. They're going to be quite comfortably
Uh huh.
Emma, I feel.
Okay,
Yeah,
no problem.
and
Okay, let me just.
I think,
Uh huh.
yeah, sorry, you were saying?
Oops. I know you first. No, you first.
No, no, no. I've made my point with regards to CSK.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, there,
Anything you want
good.
to add?
Okay, now I was just
Yeah.
checking the score quickly. I was just checking the score. So far, Rajasthan Royals are 29 for 2 up to 2.3 overs. They're going at a run rate of 11.6. The required run rate is 40.74. Let's see who picked up these 2 wickets quickly. Oh my God. Simranjeet Singh has picked up 2 wickets for 5 runs in his first over. And Mohammad Shami has been spanked all over the place.
Wow,
24 runs of
wow.
1.4 overs.
That is amazing.
Simranjeet
It's going to be
Singh,
a bit
he's
of a
quite a
run
guy.
test, but I still think this is this is way too many for Rajasthan. And hopefully UV joins
Ah.
us next week as well, so we can
Yeah,
discuss
I'm sure. Yeah. He will. Shame we didn't
the
give him
action.
enough. Yeah. I think if we gave him enough notice earlier, we would have probably had him at 12. But I think he was busy with whatever he was doing, and then he had to leave at
Yeah, it
1.
was pretty short notice, but yeah, I think we will definitely have a full team next week.
Yeah, it's true, man. I think. Yeah, there's nothing much more to add or subtract. So I'll catch you again next week with Sunrisers winning. Otherwise, if they don't win, they don't deserve to get anywhere in the IPL playoffs. It's so many runs. It's so embarrassing if they don't defend us.
Absolutely, they can't. If you can't defend this score, then you probably shouldn't be in the competition.